Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, dear and highly respected people. Do you enjoy walking in the forest and breathing fresh air? There are some forests where it is not recommended to do so. Hoia Baciu Forest, the Bermuda Triangle of Transylvania. What is hidden there? A portal to another world or a parallel universe, the dwelling place of a demon, or perhaps UFOs? Count Dracula and his Bran castle in Transylvania are world famous. It turns out, however, that this is not the only sinister place in the region. Hoia Baciu Forest in Romania has gained paranormal notoriety throughout the world, and many people believe that the site is a portal to another world that causes visitors to disappear. The lucky few who manage to return tell stories of feeling watched and losing all sense of time. They report experiencing strange rashes, migraine attacks, nausea, burns, and scratches. People claim that while inside the forest, they remember all sorts of things from their past, only to completely forget them once they leave. Hoia Baciu Forest is located on the outskirts of the city of Cluj-Napoca in northern Romania. Covering 250 hectares, it is considered one of the most haunted places on Earth due to the strange paranormal phenomena said to occur there. In Hoia Baciu, hundreds of people have reported seeing flying saucers and UFOs, while eerie children's laughter and women's voices are often heard among the bizarre trees, enough to send chills down one's spine. Photographs taken in this ominous place are said to be filled with mysterious ghostly silhouettes. This ancient forest lies near the city of Cluj-Napoca, but unsurprisingly, it is not popular among the local population. It is almost impossible to persuade residents to visit the site. Hoia Baciu Forest has become known as the Bermuda Triangle of Transylvania. People believe it is the dwelling place of the devil. Others claim that ghosts and even extraterrestrials inhabit it. The place gained notoriety during the 1960s. It became famous after biologist Alexandru Sift photographed a flying object in the sky above the forest. The biologist spent a decade studying paranormal phenomena in the mysterious Hoia Baciu Forest. He lived within the misty woodland, observing the vegetation and wildlife inhabiting it. He described his stay in this sinister place as a strange mixture of fear, panic, and unpleasant sensations. He spoke of strange sounds, rustling noises, and voices that could be heard coming from areas completely devoid of living creatures. After spending 10 years there, he revealed that throughout the entire period, he had wanted to leave, but it felt as if someone or something was keeping him trapped within the forest. The biologist also described observing a strange greenish-blue glow deep within the forest undergrowth. Shortly afterward, a stream of green mist began creeping toward him like a snake. The most fascinating phenomenon the scientist encountered became visible only after he developed the photographs he had taken in the forest. It turned out that all of the images contained strange and astonishing silhouettes that he had not noticed at the time. According to him, all of the photographs were confiscated by the Romanian secret services and were never shown to the general public. Another curious incident occurred on August 18, 1968. On that day, a military officer named Emil Barnea went on a nature outing with his wife and friends. They chose Hoia Baciu Forest as their destination. At around 100 p.m., Emil went to gather firewood when his friends suddenly began shouting. Looking up, he noticed an unidentified flying object in the shape of a circle. The object moved smoothly, slowly, and silently through the sky. Suddenly, it began glowing even more brightly before rapidly disappearing into the heavens. Emil managed to take 3 photographs. To this day, these images are considered among the clearest UFO photographs ever taken in Europe. The photographs were carefully examined, analyzed, and declared authentic by numerous experts. Romania's communist government equated belief in paranormal phenomena with madness and state sabotage. Shortly after displaying the photographs, Barnea lost his job. A local guide named Alex later spoke about the forest. He admitted that he dislikes sleeping there. He recalled that the first time he camped in the forest with friends, nobody in the group could sleep. They were repeatedly awakened by the loud sound of hooves, resembling those of a horse or a large deer. Whenever one of the campers stuck their head out of the tent to investigate the source of the noise, the sound immediately stopped. In reality, local people do not believe in extraterrestrials. They are convinced that the forest is cursed and inhabited by an evil being named Belial. Belial is described as an ancient Eastern European demon of destruction, fear, and debauchery. The Bermuda Triangle of Transylvania, Hoia Baciu Forest, received its name because of an unexplained event involving the mysterious disappearance of a shepherd and his 200 sheep, who were never seen again. The shepherd was grazing his flock and led them to the edge of the forest, which was shrouded in mist. From that moment onward, neither he nor the sheep were ever seen again. Search efforts yielded no results. No remains, bones, or any traces whatsoever were discovered. They simply vanished, leaving behind an unexplained mystery. And this was not the end of the stories involving mysterious disappearances in the area. Shortly after the shepherd vanished, a young couple entered the forest. They decided to test the legend, which they regarded with skepticism. Soon afterward, their romance came to a tragic end. The young woman returned home the following morning in a state of shock. She was admitted to a psychiatric institution for treatment. Her boyfriend disappeared without a trace. As with the shepherd's case, no evidence or clues were ever found. The story was extensively and sensationally covered in local newspapers. There is yet another chilling tale passed down through generations of local residents. It concerns a 5-year-old girl who disappeared while walking through the forest. A large-scale search was organized, but the child could not be found anywhere. People eventually lost hope of ever seeing the girl again. Yet 5 years after her disappearance, she suddenly reappeared alive and well. The child was still wearing the same clothes she had on the day she vanished. She could remember absolutely nothing about the period during which she was missing, where she had been all that time, and how she survived the harsh Romanian winters remains a mystery. Even more disturbing was the fact that during those 5 years the child had not aged at all. She looked exactly the same as she had before disappearing. Another legend associated with Hoia Baciu tells of a woman who was found wandering through the forest with a 15th century coin in her pocket. Apart from these strange stories, There have been numerous reports from brave adventurers whose curiosity led them into the forest. Some emerged suffering from burns, severe rashes, headaches, and high fever. Several studies conducted in the area have revealed higher than normal levels of radiation, believed to originate from uranium present in the soil. Even the trees in this cursed forest conceal a mystery. The ghostly, strangely twisted vegetation only adds to the eerie atmosphere. The trees are more than 200 years old, yet they resemble young saplings. Most have twisted trunks or unusual shapes, with peculiar deformations at their bases. Many grow in zigzag patterns or spirals, a phenomenon that none of the scientists who have studied them have been able to explain convincingly. Even more mysterious is the fact that every spiral, growing tree twists in a clockwise direction. But that is not the strangest aspect of the local vegetation. Most of the reported paranormal activity is concentrated in a specific part of the forest where no trees grow at all. The area forms a perfect circle. Scientists have tested the composition of the soil in this zone and found no anomalies or reasons that would prevent plant life from growing there. All of these reported phenomena, combined with numerous photographic accounts of extraterrestrial lights and mysterious glowing spheres appearing within the forest, have made Hoia Baciu one of the best documented paranormal locations in the world. Science is still unable to explain the source of these strange phenomena and continues to search for answers. As long as the mystery remains unsolved, myths and legends will continue to spread alongside the known facts, describing this eerie place as a portal to another world or an unknown parallel universe.